Hello, my love. I'm Heather Elaine, and this is Mindful Movement, a space to bring you back to center, tell your nervous system it has permission to chill out, and pick up some tools to live more embodied and empowered. Whether we're new to each other or you've been here for a while, I am so glad you are tuning in. I do all things with a balance of hella love and compassion and a sprinkle of humor, so let's dive on in. Our meditation today is called Begin Within, which is always a good place to start. Yeah. So oftentimes in life, it's like the external that we get influenced by, which is cool. It's part of being human. But today we're going to focus on that. What happens if we start right here within ourselves? So let's get even more cozy, even if it's just a little shimmy or a big breath. And let's welcome this new day. A reminder that today is a new beginning and there is no race. We are not in a rush at this moment. There's no performance. You get to show up exactly as you are. Letting go of any tasks ahead or any to-dos, as well as any energy behind the expectation of those things. Just let all of that fade and allow yourself to fully land in your body in this moment. You've made it to this moment, and that is enough. In fact, one of my favorite things to remind people, including myself, of is every single thing in your life that has already happened has led you to this exact moment. Isn't that profound? What? And let's go ahead and find our breath. And if it feels good to land a hand over heart and or belly, cool. If your hands are happy where they are, cool too. But let's find the rise on the inhale. Let's feel the fall on the exhale. And let's use this in a really physical way to really feel into the physical body, taking air in, expanding. And on that exhale, feeling that release. And taking a few mindful breaths by simply paying attention. And let's go and follow the next 3 breaths and maybe even slowing them down just a little. Nice. Maybe adding a little baby smile on the eyes and lips as you take one more breath. And the hands are welcome to stay. They're also welcome to relax down. And taking a scan of our bodies, just bringing some awareness, starting with the head itself, this little bobbly head that comes around everywhere we go, attached by the bridge of the neck, but this head that houses all of your senses, your sight, your hearing, your smell, your taste, and also touch. So all of your senses located conveniently as close to your brain as possible. How cool is that? And the brain itself. Good. Relax the jaw. Relax the tongue. And then bringing awareness to the bridge between the head and the body of the neck. Notice the back of the neck, sides, the front. all of the cool little slides of sorts, straws of sorts that run in the middle, bringing love, light, and attention to the upper torso, the shoulders, the collarbones, the upper back, all the bones and muscles. And let's go to the shoulders, the edges of the shoulders, feeling into the ball and socket joints of those shoulders, going all the way down the arms, almost like another little slide, like a little wee down to the elbows and a little wee down to the wrist and then to each finger pad. You might even give your fingers just a little teeny movement. Good. And then traveling back on up the arms, back to the upper torso, the mid torso, in particular the ribs, and all of the internal organs with a special shout out to the lungs today. And down to the low belly, the side obliques, the low back, the hips, the left booty cheek, the right booty cheek, the upper legs, all the way down to the knees all the way down to the ankles, and then all the way down to the feet. And you might even give those toes a little baby wiggle. And then noticing into the whole body, you, this living, breathing being. Good. And then picture your inner world as a morning landscape. Maybe the sun is slowly rising over water, or perhaps there is a field with that little baby morning dew on all of the plants. Whatever resonates the most with you for this morning scene. Maybe it's a mountain with a little fog on the top. And let this scene representing your inner world come alive. Notice the details of it. Imagine yourself walking through it and gathering up some energy from this landscape. Maybe there's even a little message that this scene would like to offer you. Or maybe it's just about cultivating this magic of nature, the softer, quieter side. And as you come back to focusing on the breath, surrounding yourself in this beautiful morning scene, reminding not just your brain, but all of your cells, I begin within. I begin within. I come with calm. And as I greet the morning, I do so with care. I begin within. I carry calm within. And I greet this day with care. Taking another big breath. And then in your imagination, bringing maybe a few more details of this scene. Maybe there's a special type of bird that's chirping. Whatever the perfect temperature is, maybe there's a very light little sunshine that greets your skin. Maybe there's the sound of water. Just really allowing yourself to feel into using that amazing brain of yours to bring in as many details that bring you joy as possible. And if your brain, body, heart are like, ooh, I think I want to stay here, you can tune me out and stay as long as you like. If you're feeling ready to come back into your regular surroundings, just start by noticing the edges of your body. You might even notice where your skin meets the air or where your skin meets clothing. And perhaps the biggest, fullest breath of the day so far. And maybe taking a morning stretch, even with the eyes closed, unless you're still driving. And then no rush. We'll go ahead and find our way to each other.
Thank you so much for joining me today. More wellness options can be found on my website at www.heatherelaine.com. Be well, love. Look forward to seeing you next time.